Christmas is over now, time to go back to work, and this can be a key problem. So what I've found is a really good idea is to make you loads of food on a Sunday, freeze it. I put mine in these little things, they're only cheap from the co-op, a couple of pounds for 10. So I make loads of food, put it in here, freeze it, and then when I come home I've got something to eat every night. Now this one's been requested by Mandy Fletcher because she's tasted it at work. And it's my special butternut squash and chickpea curry. Now if you're a meat eater you might think that's not very exciting, but you've not tasted it honestly. And you know, because I'm not a vegetarian, but I have started cooking a lot of vegetarian food, just plainly and simply because I didn't realise it could taste so nice. And two, the calories are a lot lower when you're eating vegetables, and you're getting a lot more vitamins. So this is going to be what it is. Look at that. Yum yum. So that's going to be it. Now for this I'm going to show you what you need. It's quite cheap again. None of my things are very complicated. They're just staple stuff that you might have in your fridge. So let's have a look at the ingredients. Right, all you're going to need for this today is your ingredients. A butternut squash, which you've never tried one of them before. Try it. I only tried it, found one about 3 months ago, and I have it all the time now. So you need a butternut squash, a tin of chickpeas, which you can get from Aldi for 50p, an onion, red and green chilli, some garlic. It says 3 in the recipe, but I like to have 5. Some vegetable stock, a bit of ginger, some tomato puree paste, and some coriander. That's it, that's your ingredients. And from your spice cupboard you need some cumin or whatever it's called, some turmeric. Now this is optional. When I first made it I didn't have these, I've only bought this because it said it. Some cloves and cardamom seeds, but if you haven't got those last two don't worry about it. So that's your ingredients. So let's get on now. First of all I'm going to make the curry paste. And this is the best curry paste you'd ever taste in your whole life. First of all, you've got to chop your onion up. And you want to chop up a thumb-sized piece of ginger. That's quite a bit bigger than my thumb, but by the time I've peeled it, I think it'll be small enough. So that's my ginger paste. I like ginger that's fresh. I like fresh everything if I can get it. Well, you can get emergency. Where is it? You can get things like squeezy ginger. You don't have to always have fresh in. You can have a tube of that. Aldi, 70p, cheap. Next, you're just going to put your garlics in. I'm putting 5 in. The recipe, what I've sort of adapted it from, says 3, but I like a bit of extra garlic. So that's my garlic chopped up. So now I'm going to put a pan on. You can use 1 cal spray if you want, but because it's quite low calorie this anyway, I'm using a teaspoon of olive oil. I'm just going to add all that in there now. Oh yes. I'm just going to let that fry on quite a high heat for a couple of minutes. And then I'm going to add the chilli. You don't want to have it too high because you don't want to burn the garlic and the ginger. But you just want it so that the onion's a bit softened. Look at me, I like Delia Smith, aren't I? You know, 6 months ago I couldn't cook at all, and now I'm like Delia Smith. Or I could be like Nigella. If I'd be like Nigella, should I look? Onion. No, I'll stick to being Delia Smith. Being hot, hot, hot. Being hot, hot, hot. Right, stick the chillies in now. Red and green chillies. All the seeds. Now this is just the curry paste, this. We'll make the curry bit in a minute, but this is, oh yeah. Oh, I can smell it. Oh yeah, look how good that looks. Looks good already. Okay, when you've done that for about 1 or 2 minutes, you need to put in 100 ml of water. And you're just going to keep stirring this until the water's sort of disappearing. 2 tablespoons of tomato puree. 1. All these things are really cheap, and this is going to make 4 dinners, this. But if you worked out in price how much each one cost, I bet it's only about £1 for a really nutritious dinner or tea or whatever you want to have. Oh, my eyes are stinging. Oh. Going to add your spices now to this, just as it's finishing off. And you want a tablespoon of turmeric. Tablespoon of turmeric in. Whoa. A tablespoon of cumin. Oh, that's better take a bit back. Tablespoon of that. Oh. That's your curry paste made then. I think I'm supposed to put the spices in before the water, but never mind. Now that's ready now to be put to one side. Just put that in a little pot somewhere and put it on one side, and now we're going to make that the curry bit, and then we'll add that bit back in. Right, now we're going to make the curry itself, and then we're going to tip that other thing in it. So you need another tablespoon of olive oil, another onion. I love onions. And it says a teaspoon of cumin seeds. Well, I don't have any seeds, so I'm just going to stick in another teaspoon of cumin. If you try this, you'll have to let me know, because honestly, it's one of the best curries I've ever made. And my friend Mandy Fletcher, she wanted to try some while I had it at work, and she's actually asked me to make it because it was so good. And she's a meat eater. You see, I eat meat, I'm not a vegetarian. I just prefer vegetable stuff now, it's tastier. You're going to put in 600 grams of roughly chopped butternut squash. Now this, if you've ever I'd never tasted it before, it sort of feels a little bit like potato, but it's not. And it's very good for you, it's got lots of vitamin C in it. Your butternut squash, 600 grams. You're going to put in a tin of chickpeas. Put in 5 cardamom pods. You put in 4 cloves, or is it 5? Oh, I don't know, I can't remember. It'll have to be 5. Then you're going to add 250 ml of vegetable stock. Make that 500 ml of vegetable stock. Nearly done now. Now you can add sweet potato in here, or I think I might actually add some more chickpeas, or you could put lentils in if you wanted to bulk it out a bit. But it's very good to freeze. You can freeze this as well, because my bottom drawer of my freezer has all different meals in it, because I make one, have it for my tea, and then save 3 for another time. I'm going to tip back in now with the curry paste. Whoa. Whoa. A good mix. Handful of chopped coriander. Spread that in. And now you're just going to put that on a low heat, leave it to boil till the butternut squash is soft. That's it, done. Well, I'm just waiting for that to cook now. I just want to have a little rant about something. Now, I was on the internet the other day and I noticed this cooking video that had over 1 million views. And the title of it was, lose 10 kilograms in 10 days. Lose 10 kilograms in 10 days? Well, you want you to do chop one of your arms off and one of your legs. You know, that's impossible. And yet you've got over a million people wanting to look at that and to do it, you know. This is why so many people fail. Because, I mean, that must be around about £22. So they want you to lose £22 in 10 days. It's not doable. So, you know, when you're a normal person, like you and me, we go to get weighed and we've lost 4, which is phenomenal. We think, oh, that's rubbish, because them down the road, they've lost 22. It doesn't happen. So there it is, it's cooked now. You see, oh, might not look the colourfulest of things, but I'll tell you what, it makes up for it in taste. Now, this is, if you feel like you need to have rice with things, I found this in Asda. And it's sweet potato rice, veggie rice. And the calories on it is, it's only 50 calories for half a bag. It's sweet potato rice. You just microwave it for a minute and a half like Uncle Ben's. And I'll tell you what, it's great. And again, it's much better for you than white rice. Yum, nom, 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 nom. Look at that. I'll tell you, it's tasty this. So I'm going to have a taste test now. You can tell from my face how tasty it is. Oh God, that's good. Oh my God. That's probably the best curry I've ever made in my entire life. I made it out of a Slimming World magazine. And I've made it, and I've adapted it and changed little bits. It's perfect. Oh, that's lovely. So full of goodness that. I mean, I've got to be honest time. It makes you a little bit windy. But, you know, it's a small price to pay, in it, for having all these nutrients. Anyway, I'm going off to enjoy my bowl now. It's weigh day tomorrow, so don't forget, I'm going to film my weight loss, what I've got, and I want you to post what you've lost as well. And in the meantime, if there's anybody else got any really tasty vegetarian recipes, we can have a bit of a laugh by me trying to make them for you. So if you want to send me one, I'll put my email in the comments, and you can email me with the instructions, and I'll try and make your recipe. Okay, I'm not promising I'll do all of them, but I'll try and do the ones that I like to eat. All right then. So good luck. You know what I'm going to say. Don't have that chocolate.